Okay, if I'm gonna be honest, Z Achilles is either gonna be a C tier or a B tier. For its time, I think personally it's actually a pretty decent Beyblade. But later on, as evolutions or more bays came, like I think compared to like it's able to stand up against to winning Valkyrie, Lost or Bloody Longinus and other bays like that. But when it comes to like Hades or like the future like Cho-Z bays, this Beyblade just doesn't really stand up as much. So I think, and yeah, obviously out of all these other bays, it is the weakest. So I'm gonna put it at C tier, because you know it is still a pretty decent Beyblade. It has a lot of like, you know, good parts about it, like it's like the metal on the blades, you know, it's a balanced type, it has different modes, you know, I think it's a pretty decent Beyblade. Also, I think I should clarify that, you know, C tier is average, B is like, you know, better than average, A is like a good tier, and S is just obviously the best tier, and F is just completely garbage. And so after that we got Cho-Z Achilles, and honestly I think I'm gonna put it up at B tier. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it up at B tier because, you know, again, it is one of the better Cho-Z Beyblades. But compared to like Beyblades like Cho-Z Spriggan or Cho-Z Valkyrie, it isn't really that great. It is one of the stronger Cho-Z Beyblades, but again, compared to like Beyblades like Union Achilles or future other Beyblades, like it's not really that strong. But for its time, like it is one of the better Cho-Z Beyblades. It's kind of hard to rank like Beyblades because you're comparing. Because I feel like if you're ranking a certain evolution of Beyblade, you can only compare those bays to its current evolution or the current system that it's using, and the systems that come like after it. Like, you know, systems before it I'm not gonna count. So yeah, when it comes to Cho-Z Achilles, out of the three Cho-Z Beyblades, I think it's the weakest. And, you know, with future other Beyblades, yeah, Cho-Z Achilles doesn't stand a chance, but it's still a pretty good bay. So I'm gonna put it at B tier. And then Union Achilles came along, and you know, it introduced a brand new, you know, system for Achilles, or brand new gimmick for Achilles with like the added on parts. And honestly, I think I'm gonna put it is definitely my favorite Achilles concerning design wise and just gimmick wise. It is definitely better than Cho-Z Achilles, so I'm gonna put it up at A tier. As concerning for the strongest GT Bay, it definitely isn't. It is, I think it's one of the more decent Cho-Z Beyblades in my opinion. And, you know, it's competitive. It's got, you know, the power mode, the defense mode, you know, with the added on, like, you know, attachment with the swords. You can obviously change the weights, you know, the convert driver. I think that's one of also the main things that brings this Beyblade down. I actually think I'm gonna move it up to a high B tier because the convert, I think that's what it's called. The convert disc is what causes this Beyblade to, you know, scrape a lot in the stadium and loses momentum and a lot of stamina. So that kind of messes up the Beyblade up. And it reuses the Extend Plus driver. Well, it uses the Extend Plus driver, so in my eyes and with my personal experience, Union Achilles is pretty good, but you know, in terms of battles, like the convert disc really brings the Beyblade down, considering how much it scrapes. And then after that, we got Infinite Achilles. Now, personally, I have never used Infinite Achilles. I'm just going off based on the videos I saw, and honestly, I think it's like a mid A tier. Compared to like Beyblades like, you know, Rage Longinus or Brave Valkyrie, I think Infinite Achilles is one of the more better sparking bays. You know, again, it's got strong teeth from what I remember. Again, it has defense mode and attack mode, and also like a stamina mode with like the added on parts. And you know, it has the the Dimension Dash driver, which again is a very, very strong, which has a very strong spring, so it adds more burst resistance to it. So overall, like, this Beyblade is very strong concerning burst resistance. Again, and using the entire sparking system in general, I think it is definitely the strongest Achilles bay. So I actually think I'm gonna put Infinite Achilles up in S tier, because concerning future Beyblades, I think it is really I think it's definitely much stronger than a lot of Dynamite Battle bays, and a little bit stronger than a lot of sparking bays as well. So I'm gonna put Infinite Achilles in S tier, and then Zest Achilles it's interesting. I think it's either gonna be like a mid B tier or like a low A tier, because while Zest Achilles is the Beyblade that has the most modes, I think so. It has 48 modes. And with that many modes, like, you can imagine the craziness and, like, you know, the much big advantages this Beyblade will have against any other type of burst base. And, you know, it's really unique. But from my personal experiences, it's not really the best, at least compared to, like, Infinite Achilles. I think Zest Achilles is an A tier. It's able to stand up to a lot of Dynamite Battle Beyblades. While not defeating, I would say it's more of like it in the mid, like, what I meant with like these past other rankings, what I meant with like, you know, like mid strong for the systems, what I mean is like, their Beyblade, like, take Judgment Joker, it's a really strong GT base, so that's gonna be like in the higher, like, ranking, or, you know, like, higher ups of the GT base. Same with Prime Apocalypse, while Slash Valkyrie is, like, at the lowest, like, weakest parts of the GT, out of all the GT bays that we've gotten. So, where I'm putting Zest Achilles is, like, right at the tip of the middle part of the Dynamite Battle system. It's a competitive Beyblade, it's really good, it's strong, it does pack a punch when it's in attack mode, and overall, it just performs really well. So overall, that's going to be my ranking for the Achilles base in terms of strength, and, you know, power, and, you know, just stamina and everything. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I know I haven't been uploading as much. I've been busy with, you know, a lot of things, and I'm actually planning on to come back to this channel. I know I've said that before in the beginning of the year, this time, but I've just been working on some new things, and, you know, I've been wanting to change this content up for a while now. So yeah, I'm just making more plans and stuff for this new channel, and I want to see how this video does, and I want to see if I should continue with this channel, or if I should just continue on, like, starting a brand new channel, and, you know, just making completely brand new content. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.